Buddy, yeah, another year older, none the wiser, and still as technologically stupid as I was in 2024, as I aimed to start streaming this at 10 a.m. And I note that it's now 10:58. So, yeah, me and technology don't mix. But so, what am I streaming today? Found been I finally got into AMS2 over the Christmas break. I was fortunate enough to have like 2.5, 3 weeks off, and yeah, I'd exclusively raced R Factor 2 for pretty much 2 years without racing anything else. So I was a bit nervous almost firing up another sim in terms of how I'd feel about it, but it's amazing, and I was pleasantly surprised by the physics. It's a much more plug and play type game. I've had to mess around with it far less than I've had to do with R Factor 2 and also Le Mans Ultimate, which has been a little disappointing on that behalf. But yeah, one of the things is about AMS2, other than the gameplay physics and so on, is that there's a bit of modding going on, mainly in the form of skin packs, and I found this wonderful. Well, I think this is a mod. This is definitely a mod, as I'll describe it shortly. But F_B, I wish I knew your real name, my friend, because you've done an amazing job with this tribute to the 1991 DTM. Um, you can find this on Overtake. Great source of a lot of different things for a lot of sims. Uh, and so there's this actually uses two separate mods in AMS2, and that's what I really like about it. It uses the 90s DTM, which has the Audi, the Mercedes 190e, the Audi Quattro V8, and BMW M3. But it also takes the Opel um, Omega in the form of the 1999 stock car, which adds a really interesting element to this. And as I've found, I've done a lot of offline races in this, and very immersive. Um, the uh, F_B has done a fantastic job, not only of all the skins, so some iconic liveries in here that I think I was 19 years old in 1991. Heaven forbid. There's some iconic liveries in this skin pack, and yeah, it's just really drivable. And the adding of the Opels in um, just adds an extra element because they're a lot slower, but if you're running fuel burn races, longer races, they have a strategy advantage, so it becomes quite interesting. Um, in the base DTM mod, which Riser produced, magnificent job doing that, but they've been very faithful to the relative car strength of that season. So if you're racing using the default AI. Um, in the basic mod, you'll find that the Audis basically win everywhere, and that's reflective of the season as it describes. It's got a great little synopsis of the season in here as well. Um, but the Audis were pretty dominant. Um, I don't think it quite reflected in the results of the season itself, but they were by far the best car. So in a sim, they're going to win most of the time. So F_B's done a fantastic job of adjusting down the driver attributes for the Audis. And it's like a BOP of sorts, but it's a lot of fun and very intense, as you'll see shortly. So I've been gorging myself on this. So I'd highly recommend going to Overtake. Just search for DTM 1991 and you'll find this page. And I've just generally been having a huge amount of fun. AMS2, a lot of great cars, a lot of great tracks. Got a pretty wild imagination when it comes to coming up with offline fantasy type championships. And one thing I love about AMS2 is it's got that Profile Cars 2 DNA. And one thing that that game did better than any other that I'd played was allowed you to run uh, whatever combination of endurance race you wanted to. So you can do that as well in AMS2, which is great. So I've basically looked at all the tracks that might suit these cars. There's a lot of different choices here. So I've actually, you know, I might do a few of these fantasy series, but these are the tracks that I chose for the first series and kind of nodding to race them at times of the year that makes sense because I am using real weather. I like to, that's why I've got the dates and stuff, and I randomly chose a year to use. But yeah, having it does make quite a difference. Obviously, the real weather feature is good, but you want to, yeah. I've tried to create a realistic schedule here where it's hopefully dry and races are happening. Bathurst, for example, I'm kind of arcing back to the Super Tourer Bathurst 1000s, which were a lot later than they were mid 90s, not 91. But yeah, so anyway, that's what it is. And yeah, so I'm going to run these races separately. I'm not running them as a championship. Um, and the first round today, we're at the old version of Estoril, the 250-kilometre race. And yeah, the reason I'm not running a championship is that one thing I've found in AMS2 is that the AI, you have to really change the AI strength around because otherwise, yeah, it's just wildly varying from track to track, I find. So I'm running them on 107 here. I've done a couple of practice races and so on. But I think at Bathurst, it might be racing AI skill in the low 90s or something. To me, it seems in this game that there seems to be a general correlation between the twistier the track, the higher you need to run the AI skill, and vice versa. So that's kind of my sense of it so far. but it does change a lot from track to track. So yeah, we've got a 58 lap race. I'm running time progression times 2 and fuel times 2. So works out to be a 2-stop race. The Opels, as you'll see, only have to stop once. So yeah, um, yeah. I'm probably won't talk much during this because Estoril is a very busy circuit. You only get a one really real rest a lap, and yeah, so it'll should be some pretty intense racing. The car I've chosen to race, I love this M3. They've done a brilliant job physics of this. It's a lot of fun to drive. The only minor negative is that it's kind of a more spongier, less precise tyre feel than something like R Factor 2, but once you get used to that, you know, feel and hear the car sliding, so you get used to it. But so we're going to jump straight into quali. Um, I came up with this AI value by a lot of testing, so I don't need to do any practice laps here. The AI has been generally very good, very intense in this mod, given that the cars and drivers have been adjusted to kind of a BOP type thing. The real life driver was a Canadian, Alan Berg, I believe, who I did look up, and he had would have loved to have his career. Raced in DTM. I think he raced at a few Le Mans. So Guy Random's been subbed in for him though. Much younger, more handsome Canadian driver. So I need to get cracking here because we've only got 15 minutes. So some fuel out of it. So, got a minute 50, that much. What he should do. And I'll save that. My check. Yep. Anyway, let's get out there. It's a great corner, that last corner. Really easy to overheat the tyres. As is this. This is a fantastic corner as well. Very easy to spin at turn one. Awkward corner, this one. That's the way to, can really steer this car with a throttle when you get the balance right, and it's just so much fun. And you do really notice the difference in handling as the fuel drops off. Well, it's a good lap. 7th. Nice. Tried to set the AI strength so I'm able to get into the points, but I don't want to be dominating races, winning every race. This car wasn't really, this particular team car wasn't a real race winner or anything from what I've read. So the aim is to, here is to be having some immersive fun, not winning the championship. Oh, few people doing their in-laps here, unfortunately. Look at that Audi. Ah, in your mirror. Yeah. They're pretty harsh, the old stewards in this game, which is fair enough. Like, but yeah, they scratch a lot of quali laps where I feel I've still got two wheels left on the track. Where am I? Ninth? That'll do. Pretty happy with that. Look how close. Half a second. Covering the top 10. Oh, good on you, mate. Here we go. Here's our first side of the Opel. Oh, well, I'm on a quick one here. Don't get in the way. he's gone too hard. Oh, well. Whoop, a bad spot. Oh, can he get one more lap in? It's a shame. I was on a good lap there, but pushed it a bit hard under brakes. All right, one more lap. Hopefully we don't. The problem with these I've found is you generally have cars coming out to do an outlap in the last couple of minutes of the session. AI cars, that is, and generally getting in people's way. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not going to get a clean lap now. So you pretty much have to do your fast lap early on in the session. Stuff that corner up again. That's the fastest option, is to carry a higher gear through that corner, but that's okay. Yeah, I really gained an advantage there. I could turn that off, but it's okay. Gives me something to complain about. Oh, geez, we ended up 11th, so that's a very intense qualifying session there. What I need to do here, because I'm a complete nerd, and one thing I'd like to see in AMS2 that they don't have, I believe, is some way to export or log all of these results. So what you're about to see is my solution to the problem, which is to take a photo of the results and transcribe them, which I'll do uh, later on this afternoon once this is all over and I'm watching the Bathurst 12 hour. What we have here? Well, so top three different marks. That's what you want to see. Oh, Arm and Hana. So usually on the BMW side, I've found that Johnny Cicotto and Steve Soper are usually the fastest drivers. So, and Armin, who famously, he won Bathurst in a Jaguar with John Goss. So this is why I love having these skin packs. All these names, I didn't know the DTM very well, but a lot of these guys are been active in touring car and other racing. So, you know, Bernd Schneider, Johnny Cicotto, Klaus Biela, Ludwig. Like, it's a who's who of DTM and 80s and 90s touring car racing. And we've got Yark's Lafitte. He generally goes well. So, um, yeah, so that's the field. And yeah, you might have noticed in the HUD, these are the Opels. They show as a separate class, but one of them actually. So it's rare to see them out qualify any of the base DTM cars. But there you go. And they, as I said, they have a strategy advantage. So this will probably be a two-stop race, and yeah, but they'll do one stop, I'd say. So they might, score some points in that way. I was actually running this on 3 times fuel, and they generally always finished in the top 5 with that. So I dialed back the fuel burn to 2 times so that they have less of a strategy advantage. But yeah, so I'm right in the middle of it here. So 47.01, I'm pretty happy with that. I can do a 46.7, I think. So I still wouldn't have got pole. But yeah, very interesting mix. Now AI being AI, so let's continue here. AI being AI, I do allow myself a mulligan or two on lap 1 of these offline races. So yeah, because the AI can play up a bit, and try not to go too stupid with that, but we'll see what happens. But I do need to set up cool, but dry, which is good. So I need to load my race setup here. And this fuel, their fuel estimates are one annoyance of AMS2 is that this is wrong, like a lot, by a couple of laps. So you got to be very careful about about relying on how many laps it says here. In this case, it's slightly overestimating the amount of laps I can do. And I could try and stretch it to a one-stopper, but the beam is pretty uncompetitive on high fuel, so we need to drag some fuel out of it. I'll gonna go with that. Actually, I'll stick with, because I think this is wrong. I'm gonna add 2 laps on. Let's put meters in and get the strategy. Let's try 90 and 80. Probably going to do 2 19-lap stints and then a 20-lap stint to finish the race. So it's all water. No. Almost disaster there. Oh God, I've got Bern Schneider right behind me. Scary stuff. So rolling starts, and these can be a bit funky with the AI, so that's why I give myself a couple of mulligans if something crazy happens. So, the 8 laps, let's go. Stay on the inside here. I'll gain a couple of spots under braking here. To the top 10, I think. Oh, got a run here. Oh, got him. Oh, 3 wide up ahead. So easy to understeer wide there. Get this. See that Audi had a bit of poke there in a straight line. Pretty happy at this point not to have a car right up my backside because that's usually how it goes with this mod. Oh, bit late on the brakes again. every time I look in my mirror, they're too wide. So that's probably the reason that they're not on my tail. Oh, look out. Oh, it's lucky I have a bit of an advantage out of that corner over the AI. I think I'm running max rear downforce on this. There's 3 downforce, uh, 1, 2, 3, low to high, and I'm running the third. I think the AI might run lower downforce, which is why I catch them a lot in the corners, and they generally can get away from me on the straights. That's what my immersion, the immersion part of my brain is telling me. Anyway, look at them go. Ridiculous. It's easy to get mesmerized by all the action in front of you. Where am I? 8th and hanging on to the lead pack. That's good. You've really got to watch mid-corner oversteer in that corner as the fuel burns off. Very easy to lose the rear. And by the time you're mid-corner, it's too late to catch it. But yeah, I'll be happy to drag any form of points out of this first round. Show these Europeans that the Canadian means business. The Canadian ring in. Oh, Look at him go again. Yeah, I tend to take it pretty easy through turn one. It's just so easy to loop the car there. You throw it in. I think we're all being held up by Hans Stuck here in the Audi. Easy boy. Got sucked in by all the ducking and diving in front of me. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah, better not take out any of the factory beamers. Given that it seems they're dropping off a bit behind, I'm quite happy to just sit on the back of this for now. Long way to go. Got to be a lot slower into that corner than you think. It's the downhill bit, I think. Hey, buddy, how are you? Happy New Year, mate. Or happy February or whatever it is already. I do, yeah. It's not coming through. Okay. Let me, the beauty of offline racing. I'll just, okay, let's see what's going on here. Thanks for letting me know about that. Okay, should work a bit better. Stop. Can I? Yeah, thanks for that, Nico. I think setting it to what's coming through my headphones should do the trick, so appreciate that, buddy. So I'm sure you'll let me know if that's fixed it. Nice to have a little rest there, actually. Fuck, it's pretty intense. Your mate up front, Nico. Your old mate up front there, which is good to see. Oh, nice. Oh, happy with how it's turned out. Be nice to try the cars out. Getting a bit loose now. Still no sound. Still no sound. Come on. What's going on? That'll. Uh, should. Yeah, usually when it's on desktop, it takes whatever's playing in the foreground, but I might have to add a source in. That work? See how this goes. That way. It's with. I hope this works. Let's give it a try. God, this is offline. Yeah, I don't have any other socials other than my YouTube. Assuming that you're asking me, friend. All right, let's see if this works, please. The fact that it says beta doesn't give me much encouragement. Let's go back in. Am I on the back straight? what you want to be dealing with in the middle of a DTM race. Still no sound. Yeah, okay, the app. Oh, thank fuck for that. Oh, that's a shame. Sounds pretty good too. Anyway, let's try and smoke these guys. Thanks for picking me up on that. OBS. Beautiful, mate. How'd your exam go? Or exams? Pretty good to get that amount. It's good to see Franek back too. Ah, okay, sorry mate, I thought you actually were done with them. The end of this week just gone. Okay. Have you started the thesis? I assume you have. That's the way to do it. I still have nightmares about thesis writing, Nico. 20 years later. Wake up in a cold sweat. Hopefully you've thawed out anyway after you visit to Canada. Still bloody cold here. It was minus 15 when I went grocery shopping this morning. It's invigorating though. Whoops. Try and lunge the engine there. Oh, rider's block, mate. The only thing I found that fixed that was sugar and stimulants. By that I mean caffeine and Red Bull and coffee. And sour Coke bottle lollies. That's what got me through my last thesis. I didn't actually finish my PhD thesis, so sorry, University of Tasmania. Oh, right, really? Old timers, if you need an old timer, I'm happy to step in for you. I'm an old timer. That sounds good, mate. Hopefully I can watch it somewhere at some point. And mate, I was very impressed by your efforts in that, well, you and Devon obviously. In that, whatever, I've forgotten what it's called, that bloody, you were driving those, like caterums, or back monos, or something like that. It's a pretty crack field that you were competing with there. Devon's move on Mishi on the first or second lap, that was yeah, sorry, Sim Formula. Yeah, so that was great stuff, well done. You're supposed to be studying right now and you're watching some fucking degenerate middle-aged loser on YouTube drive pretend race cars around a track. I know. Yeah, good to see you back on form, mate. Expect more of that when we jump into these Formula cars. The other thing I've got to do is move this chat window. To concentrate on. I'll change that at the pit stop. Oh, hey Duck. Happy New Year, mate. Slidey there now in turn one. This is the best version of Estoril though. without that Mickey Mouse bullshit. Chicane later in the lap. So I'm going to pit on lap 19 and I'll move the chat thing down then. It's been not a great day for me technology wise, so yeah, exactly. That first and second corner are amazing. You reckon we'll have the new circuit for Targa or this year? 73 version, or will we still be using that beautiful Grand Prix Legends version? '89 or 88 or 89. Nico, Doc, sorry. Yeah, I've really been enjoying AMS2. Like, I was really pleasantly surprised at how drivable it is and how immersive it is. It's just the tyre feels just lacks a little sharpness. Just a little bit, the slide is a little bit fuzzier. Feels a little bit fuzzier. Wow, my fuel burn's way down. I may have actually been put too much fuel in the car here. Is this coming back to me? BMW. Armin Hana. Oh, Bathurst winner in a Jaguar. Privileged to share the track with you. Armin. Hopefully they've got a seat big enough for you this time, old boy. I think you broke the seat in the Jaguar from what I remember. Yeah, I've heard it's pretty good in VR. Mark Warmington's done a few videos that look really good. And the other thing about this, is that for me anyway, it runs a lot better than bloody LMU, which I don't know what has been done recently, but I'm a bit annoyed with that game because I'm running it on low graphics settings and it's I'm getting frame rate drops playing it offline. Anyway, I'm sure there's a need to go onto the forum and have a hunt around for a fix. Okay, so picking this lap. Yeah, I'm sure there's a tweak of some sort. Alright, hitting. And then I'll fix that chat window. Just bear with me here. Apologies. I fix this. The joys of offline racing. That it's gonna. Okay, about that. Fine, so we. Yeah, I haven't played online. I'm thinking of maybe. I hear that LFM. Oh shit! I'm gonna have way too much fuel here, but I'll short fuel to get to the end. Forgot to adjust that. I haven't played this online yet, but I hear that LFM have got it working, so I was thinking of maybe checking that out. I think Riley went and said he had a reasonably good time in there. But I really love the range of content they've got. The formula cars up to a point I really enjoy, up to about the late 80s. The early 90s ones are a bit too much for me, as the Indy cars are, but all the other stuff's just brilliant. Get one more sip in here. All right. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna get a lap down, but all of these guys should pit shortly for their first stop. So. There we go. So a few people are pitting now. How's retirement treating you, Doc? Obviously you haven't got much going on if you're having to come in here and watch this decrepit old sim racer. I can't wait for retirement. Sim race for 3 or 4 hours in the morning, have a nap, race for another couple of hours, have something to eat, then play something else in the evening, probably Red Dead Redemption 2. What a life. Okay. Interesting. You mean lots of ends to tie up at work and all the partying, I guess? Okay. Good stuff, mate. Why not? Okay, yeah. Oh well. For a well-deserved rest for the next 40 years, mate. That's good, I'm not too far off that back then. The fact that I was battling at the start of the race. Oh, nice. Yeah. Brilliant work pitching in like that, mate. You've officially contributed more than I ever have. So thanks for that. Oh, did I? Yeah, okay. Maybe that Audi's a bit more fuel thirsty. That's good. Thank you, pit boss. I struggled to get on with the F2 car at the one that we're using for the Longford event. I just Not in any disastrous way. I just needed to have a big swing at the setup to get it handling the way I kind of like it, and even then I still wasn't completely happy with it, so I might have a drive of that tomorrow and work on the setup a bit. Or I might just wait till the hot lapping starts to do that. When are we due to actually race? When's the first race for Formula A and B? Forgive my ignorance. G'day, Austin. Hope you're doing well, mate. Not at my conversational finest right now because I'm having to fucking concentrate too hard. Is that just the appearance of the tyres or actual physics? Catch him in this twisty stuff here, but he's got a lot of poke, that Audi, so they must have all put full tanks in end of March. Okay. Any chance of throwing in an event somewhere before that, or just appearances, Doc? Okay, thanks for clarifying that for me, mate. I reckon those BTCC / super touring cars would be worth doing something with. Yes, yeah, that's true, mate. Don't mind me having a brain fart there. Mind doing a super tour at Bathurst 1000 or something. Yeah, I'd be up for that. Love to do a bit of oval racing. Yeah, I need a bit of redemption too, Austin. I was actually watching that stream last night, our target from last year. So frustrating. Just couldn't keep it on the track. I saw the word warping. Oh no. Those cars have got warping on them too. I'm guess meshes just have to be warped at some point, don't they? Always brake too late there. Look at him pull away from me here. There he goes. I won't dive bomb you there. Be a nice, compliant Canadian DTM emigrant. I'll take you inside here though. That was nice too, Doc. Thanks, mate. I'm going to have him up my arse for a while though now. Try and break him here. Beautiful. That wave emoji shows up nice with this chatbot. So yeah, this person that did this mod has included the Opels using the 1999 stock car and done a brilliant job of it. But they'll be one stopping when the rest of us two stopping, so they have a strategy advantage, albeit they're quite a bit slower than the other cars. It's a brilliant mod though. Like, I've just had a huge amount of fun in it. Yeah, thanks for enforcing that, Doc. I'll be dreaming hand wave emojis tonight when I go to sleep. I'll be counting them off. I knew you'd run with that. Triggering your OCD. Excuse me. All this free time's turning your brain to mush, Doc. You should go back to work. Come and be my AI assistant. You could do a much better job than fucking Copilot could. So much fun through that complex. Don't fucking up that corner though. Look at them all paddling up here in the distance. Pack racing. Too late on the brake there. You'll often see this with the AI. They bunch up behind a slower car. They don't pass each other very well. Which is a little bit unfortunate, but it happens in racing too, so. Two Mercs, an Audi and a Beamer. And that's probably going to be Johnny Cicotto or Steve Soper in the Beamer. Oh, Joachim Winkelhock. Okay. Happy to just take some points from this round. As I said earlier before I think anyone joined me, I've set the AI up for this, so I'm driving what wasn't a race winning car, so I've made it pretty tough for me to win races, but if I drive well I should be able to score points. I don't mind it, like it's it's good to watch. I don't know. Late braking again. I assume there was a patch because I hadn't played it for a couple of weeks, and I fired it up again on Thursday or Thursday night, and that's the line. And there was a download, so I don't know what that was, but they can keep battling with each other as far as I'm concerned. Do some silly things through that kink. They could do. I doubt they will though. What are we? 5 seconds, 6 seconds behind. It's beautifully set up though. Got me thinking about all the AI. I've been looking in the AI driver files for this game, and it actually looks like you can make some sensible adjustments to it because it seems relatively easy to understand the parameters. Somewhere on the Riser forum, someone describes it really well there. Look at this. Yeah. These guys just can't get past the Audi in this case. It's got too much poke in a straight line, so it's actually pretty realistic. Getting you at So that's the only negative about this is I was a bit late to feel that slide because of the mushiness in the tyre. This is so immersive. Been enjoying the modern cars in this too. The GTs are pretty good. GT4s and GT3s. Nightmare to try and get past this lot. You see the Opels up ahead, we've caught them like, well, this could be trouble. Inside, inside. Over and under, thank you very much. Don't lock the brakes. Gonna try and come back on me here. So I thought. was that, Ludwig? Bye-bye, Klaus. Drove those cheating Eggenberger Sierras at the 87 Bathurst 1000. Throw it down the inside here. See it blocks. I thought about it, but the gap closes pretty quickly if you dive in there. I don't think the Opels have actually, they haven't stopped yet, so I wonder when they might stop around the same time that I stop, which is going to be in 3 laps time. Look at this. 4 wide, yes. I might just watch for a lap or two. Oh, Frank just jams it down the inside of someone. Much ducking and diving there to make a solid move. Oh, it's a couple coming up behind me here too, which I don't like the look of. Now we'll get some Opels on this straight. Got no poke really. Very good under the brakes and through the corners though. One of the, oh, there goes Mr. Ludwig. Heard me bad mouthing him obviously. Oh, they're pitting now. Here we go. Might get 2 at the same time here. place, wow. Oh, Johnny's up front. It's kind of probably going to be one of the tracks for the BMW. When I'm done the race, I'll bring up the schedule that I've made. But this will be one of the good tracks for my car. One thing I wish they'd do with this, rather than have this pit hut, I like the old pause when you hit the pit lane, so you can adjust anything you need to. Downright dangerous to try and change the amount of fuel you're putting into the car. Disappears on you. Concentrate. We got 20 litres. I can get away with just putting. I'll still have a fair bit to go at the end. Oof. Oh, intense. Yeah, I like this version of Estoril. The modern versions are shit. Neutering turn 1 and putting the MotoGP chicane in. Probably come out behind the Opels here. And now it'll be interesting to see how all the fuel strategy and stuff plays out. Anyway, drink. Bring it home, Darren. Sorry, Guy. Just a random. like I had some pickup or something. My tyre then. Don't think they model that, but who knows. And again, it's just a cold tyre feel, I guess. Nice. Yep. Yep, Jacques Lafitte. I never realised he raced in DTM, but there you go. Well, that was fast. Wow. I think I'm going to end up with a pretty good result here. Better one than I thought I would anyway. Oh, unless I lose my shit. Oh, easy boy. On a self-sabotage there. Hard to pick up the braking point there now with the sun shining the way it is. I think interested to see how long these guys pit stops are. Okay. I should be able to catch that gap up, I think, to the Opels. I think I'm second. Okay then, well I'll concentrate on driving then. rather than trying to be witty. Yeah, Christian Danner. He drove a bit of F1. The Arrows, I think. Or one of the pre-qualifying regulars. Oh, was he in an Arrows or an ATS? One of those two, I think. Zach Speed, yeah. That's the one, Zach Speed. Although he's not driving for Zach Speed in this mod. Zach Speed have a couple of Mercedes in this one, driven by, I'm not sure. Christian's in the bottle green Beamer, which is one of the better looking Beamers, I have to say. Warms my heart to read those team names. That was the year I was just way buried in being a Formula One stan. Unlike today where I barely can watch the highlights. There they are. Oh, Real. There's one that not many people would remember. Andrea Moda. They were the really bad ones, weren't they? HUD tells me I've gained on everyone in the field by a few seconds over the last 4 or 5 laps since the pit stop. Yeah, so the F1 boys are a bit unlucky today. Both DNFing. Oh, feels good. So does that when you hook it up. I'll be pissed if all these other guys don't hit. Back off there. You always love seeing someone jump on the brake pedal in front of you like that. Get all of these guys in one go here. What's that? Easy boy. I'm not sure this Winkelhock did. I think it was Manfred Winkelhock that did F1. I'm not sure Joachim did. Yeah, Johnny, yeah, he was, Fritz. Oh, we should get him involved, mate. Get him racing Estorils. The Crew Pointier sisters, or however the fuck you pronounce it. Oh, concentrate. Went down one too many gears there. Is that someone just pitted in front of me? It's Frank, but it's Frank. All right, I gotta concentrate here. Yeah, I think Manfred died in... Oh no, he died at Mosport, I think. And Marcus, I think. Didn't he? Wasn't he the one that raced the Spiker and was leading like the German Grand Prix at the Nürburgring one year when it was wet? He stayed out and or he had the right tyres or something. I'm sure that was a Winkelhock. Thanks team. Thanks boss. Oh, it's not much there. fast. Still got it. In the, yeah. GT1 era, right? Late 90s, the race they won in the late 90s, was it? Or they've modelled the track rubbering in quite nicely too. Whoops. Save some fuel there for no reason. Yeah. Sounds like he's got one on the go, Doc. I'm loving having an engineer for this race. Guess they had team radio in 1991. They definitely would have. Gonna have trouble coping up with Frank though, I think. It's appreciated anyway. You call yourself what you want. Ah, okay. It's a shame he couldn't see his son race. Marcus must have had a hard time convincing his mum to go car racing. Did he? Really? Okay. Didn't know that. I thought it would have been like the 80s or late 70s when they first started using them. Yeah. There's also, I forgot to share it. There's I found an excellent documentary on the '68 Le Mans. It's probably been shared at some point on our server, but it was had English overdub of a French film, and it was really, really good. I think it was probably the official documentary for that year. Okay, good to know. I'm learning and racing today, which is good. Always a good thing. Oh, is that an Audi sandwich up ahead? Mr. Stuck and Mr. Biela? Biela? Oh, it's a Beamer. Oh, it's the Marlboro BMW. Which was actually the livery I wanted to race, but I thought it might be a good idea not to put screenshots of a Marlboro livery all over my YouTube feed. Still got to fix this chat window, don't I? Mate, I'm taking you at the end of this straight. Maybe. Maybe not. Get him at the head. Almost back in the points. Loose, getting a bit loose there. Calm down, mate. Mr. Beale is putting the bloody flame to me right now. I'm not quite good enough to keep up with him. Oh, okay, good. It's some top 10. Got to get points. I am good. Got to be careful now. I don't see why they're behaving like that. That much wear. Maybe I'm working them too hard. Concentrate, mate. Come on. Don't fuck it up now. Oh, I got burned. Yeah, he's one of the ones driving for Zach Speed, I think. Zach Speed, Mercedes-Benz. Based on what I've seen in this race, I'm assuming the AI just fill their tanks and run them out. Oh, good. Okay. Almost afraid to turn in there now. It seems that loose. I wonder if any of the non-Opels will get through one stopping. That'd be cool if someone tried it and made it work. Okay. Mercedes are pretty good out of there. Oh, Johnny's winning. Go BMW. That's it, fight with each other. Oh, Jesus, I was going to try and thread the needle there. It was like that. My heart started pumping faster. Geez, Frank's pulled away though. I was never going to keep up with him. Sixth, I'll take that. Start 11th, finish 6th. I hope the Opel gets the last point for 10th place there too. Easy. I think that's going to be... I don't think I can catch these two in front of me. I think Frank just got through whoever else that is. Oh, it's Hans. Geez, Frank's made some huge progress. Concentrate. Been a really fun race. Really fun. Oh, there's someone trailing smoke up ahead. It is. Almost lost it there. Can I catch this ailing car? If I outbrake myself everywhere. This is... Last lap coming up. I think it's time to put the Q in the rack and bring it home. 30 seconds behind. That's quite a bit of time. Actually pulling whoever that is that's smoking up ahead. It's not affecting the performance at all. No horn in this, unfortunately. Go the Tic Tac car and look at all that rubber it's picked up on its front splitter. Well, how good was that? And yes, Opel got a point. And Johnny won. Wow, good result there. I'm just going to let this scroll through because I haven't found any sort of result logging program or anything for AMS2 at this point. What I'm doing. Thanks, Doc. Pretty happy with that drive, and yeah, the AI, no silly AI stuff happening. That was awesome. I think I can safely take a photo of that now. There we go. Very 21st century method of tabulating results here. This is what I used to do with Project Cars, actually. Exactly the same thing. So I'm going to transcribe all of that, and next time, the next race I stream, let's check that that went through, and I'll exit out of this so it's a bit quieter. Got it. Okay, so I judged the fuel pretty well there, and oh, I got fastest lap. I might actually add a point in for that. So this is, I talked about all of this at the start, but I think you guys joined midway through. So this is the mod. Amazing work from F underscore B. I wish I knew who they were. It's probably one of your mates in disguise, Nico. But they made this out of the the stock car 99. Oh, really? I didn't. Oh, I might look into that, Doc. I don't mind typing them in anyway. I quite enjoy that sort of thing, but I might look into that. Yeah, because yeah, I do have Excel here. Um, this is a brilliant mod. What they've done, and the AI have been played with, and just here. So this section here explains what F underscore B has done. Legend, you are a legend. Giving me lots of enjoyment. But yeah, so you saw how close the racing was there, and really cool. Just yeah, I guess I was ruined for AI through all the testing offline of the WooTubeverse stuff, which didn't have proper like AIW files or anything, so it's not going to work well. But um, yeah, really enjoyed that. So this is the season I'm gonna have for my first fantasy DTM World Tour. So next round is at Silverstone, the 1991 version of Silverstone, the best version of Silverstone. Then we're off down to Africa, and we're going to have the option of using the modern or old version of Kyalami. In this case, I've chosen the old version. In these cars, I've raced on the new version, and it's a really cool circuit for these cars. The cars are all there, I guess, and when I've tried the F1 cars, they're not licensed, obviously, but you could literally they've got the liveries, they've got variants on the liveries of the day, um, like like what this guy's done. You can muck around with the AI. I'd like to see something where the AI strength kind of varies from round to round. So I might come up with some sort of random number generated thing where I start messing around with attributes from race to race. But yeah, you should, Nico. Well, I don't know what it was like before, but like this whatever this update is, it's amazing. Since 1.6, I guess. Show the border. I need to reorganize all of this for AMS2. Um, yeah, might be a good venue for that, Nico. I really love the. I'll go back into the. Uh, anyway, that's the season, so I'm going to stream these all at some point. What I tend to do is I'll do a few races to get the feel of what's going to happen. Then, like this one, I'll do a stream of the actual race. No restarts today, which is good. In terms of AI doing weird shit on lap one. So yes, that's the thing, and I've got a couple of 24-hour races, and I've got DTM. This was the old point system they used to use back then, and I've just tweaked that around. Big finish to the year. Spa, Bathurst, Suzuka, all additional point races. So I've raced these cars at Bathurst. It was bloody amazing. Looking forward to this. But yeah, these actually I won't go at it through there. But yeah, they've got all the Formula Retro. So 70s, early 70s, late 79, uh, the 80s. They're all brilliant. I've enjoyed these ones. It's when it gets to the late 80s. Oh, and you've got Formula Vintage. Oh, which is these are really enjoyable. I enjoyed these cars. Haven't tried these ones yet, but there's a lot of good cars in here. The Copa Classic cars are a lot of fun. I'll do some races with these as well because these are pretty wild, and the AI is very good. It's single class, obviously, so yeah, I've had some fun races in that. Okay, good time to wrap it up then, Nico, because I want to go and watch that too. But yeah, yeah, so I'll be doing a few more of these in between our online racing over the next few months. Should be fun. But yeah, I'm going to get offline. Enjoy the 12-hour. I know I am. It's a little bit of a disappointing field, but I really wish SRO would come back and do something, another intercontinental GT challenge, because I know it's too expensive for everyone, but geez, those Bathurst 12 hours with all the factory teams were there. Great. Yeah, thanks, Doc. And Nico, Austin, to see you all, and I'll sign off now and enjoy the 12-hour.